Hey guys, thanks for joining me here at Major Arcana. I've already pre-shuffled these cards so we can get started quickly, because I don't like to waste any time. I'm going to pull 10 cards on the spread. We'll talk about, it'll be the Celtic cross, so we'll talk about the current energy, what's crossing you, your motivation, your crowning position, recent past, the future, your energy, external influences, hopes and fears, and then the outcome. Okay, now let's talk about the signs. Okay, so we have 7 of Pentacles, Earth energy, Taurus energy specifically, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, with the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the 2 of Swords, which is Libra energy, and Aquarius with the 6 of Swords. What did I say? Pentacles? I meant swords. I'm so frazzled. 2 of Swords is Libra energy, 6 of Swords, Aquarius energy. Just to clear that up, and emphasis on Aquarius with this 5 of Swords as well. Next, we have the 9 of Cups as well as the 8 of Cups. Those signal Pisces energy. And we have Scorpio energy with the Death card. We have Aries energy with the Emperor. So maybe that means something too, or maybe not. But the energy here, 7 of Pentacles, I feel like you've done a lot of work. The 7 of Pentacles does represent, having worked hard. I feel like you had a goal in mind, possibly 2024. You've spent the year working toward achieving some goal, whatever it might be. Could be related to finances, or financial or professional improvements. With the 7 of Pentacles, you've been working hard to achieve that goal. Now I feel like you're ready. You're ready to see the rewards of your hard work. You want to see your hard work pay off. But what's crossing you is the 2 of Swords, communication or potentially a decision that needs to be made. All your hard work results in a decision that needs to be made. Are you going to stick, if it's that job scenario like I just mentioned, it's like, are you going to stay with the current employer, and try to get a promotion or a pay increase, or are you going to jump ship and go to another organization with the potential of an automatic increase in pay, right? So a decision that needs to be made is kind of maybe weighing you down, or it's like, what should I do? How should I move forward? Things like that. But we do have the 9 of Cups here. You're looking for fulfillment. You want to be happy in your decision and the decision that you make. So I feel like this is it doesn't make the decision easier, but it's kind of like, what would make you happier, right? If you take the money out of the equation, what would make you feel fulfilled? Would it be meeting new people by accepting another job at a different organization? Is it the work that you do? Is it learning the new skills, right? So what would make you happy and what would make you feel fulfilled? Base your decision on that. We have the 6 of Swords in the recent past position. Could be that you've left a situation already and looking for, when I look at the 6 of Swords, it's leaving the rocky waters moving into the calmer shores, looking for fulfillment. Here's that cup. We have the 9 of Cups here, and then here's the 10th one, right? So happiness, contentment, fulfillment. I feel like, yeah, I feel like you already left a situation. Maybe you don't want to move from situation to situation to situation, right? So I feel like that might make your decision more difficult. But what I feel like is you have to do what's right for you. You can't move and you can't operate on what's best for everybody else. Do what's best for you, right? Because you're the one who has to live this life. And you have to be satisfied with your decisions in this life. So do what makes you happy, not everybody else. I feel that's what this card is signaling. With the 5 of Swords, so it's already decreasing. We have the 6, 5, and 2. The 5 of Swords, your conscious goals. The Five of Swords does represent, conflict. I feel this is internal conflict. You don't know what to do, obviously, with the Two of Swords. But it's also a change as a result of the conflict. So you're about to make a change. I feel like I said, make sure that it makes you feel fulfilled, not anybody else. Don't make the decisions based on anybody else, because ultimately you're the one who has to live this life, right? Because I kind of feel like it's, let me just give one scenario. A single mother has some kids to take care of, right? And wants to do well in this life, right? And provide for the kids. And so selects the job that pays more money, but is incredibly miserable with this job, right? And as a result of being miserable at the job, comes home a little tired, a little like empty, isn't able to present themselves in a happy or supportive mindset for their kids, right? So what does that do to the household, right? Maybe the kids feel fearful of talking to their parent or talking to their mother. Oh, she's had a hard day at work. I don't want to bother her with my problem, right? So if instead you chose the job that made you feel more fulfilled, right, with this cup energy, you chose a job. Maybe it pays less, yes, but it pays the bills or it pays the rent, and it makes you feel less fulfilled. I mean, more fulfilled. But because you feel more fulfilled, you come home now in a good mood, in a open mood, in a creative mood, where your kids now are like, oh, mom's in such a good mood. Let me share with her my good news as well, So that's why I feel like selecting, in this situation or this scenario, selecting the right professional choice is going to result in a better mood, a better mindset, a better position for you and your family. And that's just one scenario. That's not everybody's situation. But apply it how it fits, Maybe you're not a single mother, right? Maybe you're a boss at a job and it's weighing you down or whatever. Select the choice that makes you feel more fulfilled is basically the bottom line. So we have the Eight of Cups. Again, I mean, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups. Both of these cards signal walking away. And like I said earlier, you might not want to move from situation to situation to situation, right? Maybe you feel like, oh, that doesn't look good on my resume, that I've only spent 6 months here and 2 months there. But let me tell you something, you know, it's not the job is not your family, right? If they were, they would be happy for the progress that you made. It's a business. It's not like, don't think that if they had to make some decisions, hard decisions, that they wouldn't lay you off. They would, because it's business, right? It's not personal. So that's why I feel like it's okay to walk away from a situation. Even if you just got there, you feel unhappy. You're doing a lot. Maybe you're over functioning in the situation. You don't feel quite appreciated or rewarded. Then walk away, right? Find something that is more fulfilling, because I feel like taking care of number one, which is yourself, is going to be more important in your overall life. So it could be that you're walking away again. Maybe it's a second situation, maybe it's a third. Who cares? Walk away until you find what makes you happy. Now, your energy, the Knight of Pentacles. This is, I feel like, always represents the pace at which things are moving. It's slow and steady wins the race, right? Things don't always move at the pace at which you want, probably happening a little bit slower than you want. But you've done the work, right? You've made the connections. I feel like it's just a matter of time. Maybe if it is a job, you apply and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck at this miserable job. I wish somebody would just answer. Well, somebody is going to answer. It's just not happening exactly at the moment you want. Your job, though, is to keep applying, to keep asserting yourself, to keep letting them know why they should choose you, right? So do that and you'll be rewarded. Boss like energy. I feel like this could be maybe you have to talk to the right people. If you're on LinkedIn, for example, and you say, hey, I've filled out this application. This is why I think I would be a good fit. Reach out to the right people, right? That's what a boss does. You need help writing a letter to get their attention. Use AI, right? It's great like that. When you use AI, though, make sure you personalize it to your own voice, meaning your own words. Don't use words you can't pronounce. Don't use words you wouldn't actually use in real life. Personalize it. Then we have Scorpio energy, being resourceful. Yeah, not just LinkedIn and AI, but do you know anybody at the job? Can they put in a word for you? Right? So just being resourceful is going to help you achieve your goal. And then look, growth here. This is the outcome. We went from Knight of Pentacles, then you be resourceful, use your network, all that good stuff. It elevates you to a position that you've been craving, right? So that's the Queen of Pentacles energy here. You'll be rewarded, but you got to put in a little work. You got to advocate for yourself, right? Speak yourself up. Talk about why you're unique, why you would be a good fit for the position that you want. That will make you feel fulfilled, and you'll achieve that clearly, right? Let's pull. I'm gonna do this one. You have an opportunity to ask a question. So I'm gonna separate these into the planets, the zodiac signs, and the elements. Okay. So the planets, when you ask your question, the planets will identify why you're asking the question. Why do you want to know? And that is the Sun card. The zodiac signs for your question represent how you should move forward in the situation that you're thinking about or asking about. What should you do? That one is Sagittarius, fire and fire. And then the elements. What else? What other energy should you put into the situation that you're thinking about or asking about? Oh, fire. Everything represents fire here. So the Sun card. Why? Why are you asking? I feel like the Sun card represents your sense of self, could also represent Leo energy, which is the sense of self, your self-improvement, self-exploration, self-image, self-esteem. So I feel like this is you wanting to make improvements for yourself, right? You just want to be in a positive state of mind. You want to be highlighted. You want to be in the spotlight. You want people to see you for who you are and your contributions that you make. So I feel like all of that exists here with the Sun card energy. Sagittarius energy. It's a card about dignity and integrity, right? So you do a good job. You know it. You know you're qualified for the position, maybe overqualified. And so when I think about Sagittarius and how you should move forward, you don't want to burn bridges, that's for sure, right? So I feel like highlight or showcase your skills in a good way that you don't burn bridges. You're leaving a position, you're leaving a job or whatever. Just make sure you do it in the right way. Don't say, I quit, and throw everything off the table or anything like that. Give the proper time notice. For some it's 2 weeks. For others, it's depending on how high a status. Maybe it's a month, maybe it's 3 months, right? But make sure that when you do leave that situation, you move with integrity, because you don't know whether you might cross paths again. Maybe you leave with integrity. They might say, listen, we know what you're looking for. We know what you want. And we appreciate your efforts. We're thinking of maybe moving you into this position. And maybe it's like a higher position than what you wanted. Or maybe you were seeking something, didn't get it. And they're saying, wait, maybe we can create a new position for you, right? But don't burn bridges, basically. Also, when I see Sagittarius energy, this is a card about potentially like the flip side of a Sagittarius. You know, this person does appreciate independence, but also there's a warning here to not be shallow. I'm trying to grasp that. Like the arrow, this is the archer, right? So it's kind of like don't don't surface level. Don't wish for something that's surface level. That would make you surface level happy, like the money, for example. Yes, maybe they'll offer you, you know, you give your 2 weeks notice or whatever, and they're like, wait, don't go. We'll offer you more money. More money isn't going to make you happy. Remember in that scenario, I talked about the single mother who has kids and how she comes home, how she presents herself at the end of the night to her kids. Who is she? You know, like what kind of environment is she providing for those kids? So is more money going to make you happy, or is a more fulfilling role going to make you happy and make your choice that way? So I feel like there's a word of caution here as a result of that. But we do have fire energy, which is taking matters into your own hands, right? Maybe it means having the conversations, right? If, for example, maybe you're in an industry and you say, hey, listen, I have been in this position for this many years. I've identified maybe some changes that I think that we can implement. Maybe we can create a new role for implementation. What do you think about this? I'd love to spearhead this role or whatever. But advocate for yourself, right? So this is you taking action, being creative, and speaking up for yourself. As a result, if you love the company but you don't exactly love the job, or you think that things could change, don't come in like you're the boss, right? Don't come in trying to run things already. Talk to the people in charge to see what they can do to implement your ideas, right? And maybe that means they're creating a new role for you, whatever that role might be. I feel like, I don't know, it's about resources, maybe resources that might be needed, changes that can be made or implemented, things like that. But I feel like this is you advocating for that and for yourself as a result. And maybe that new role makes you feel fulfilled. And potentially, what if that new role that you've just created for yourself also makes an improvement in your financial situation, right? That's why you don't burn bridges like we talked about earlier, and that's why you have to advocate for yourself, because it could happen, right? You have ideas, share them. Schedule a meeting. Make it a priority. Get some numbers surrounding it, right? People love numbers, and if you can prove it with numbers by making these changes, these are the impacts, right? These are the impacts it could make, not just to morale, but the bottom line, potentially. Have charts. Yeah. Yeah, amazing things can happen, but you got to advocate for yourself. Stop waiting for things to happen, and don't bully your way. Act with integrity like a Sagittarius would. Okay, I'm just doing 2 cards for this one, the supporting messages. The first one is trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. And then the next one, express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And not just romantic, it doesn't have to be romantic. You could love what you do, have a passion for what you do. So making the gesture of you know, this is my passion, this is what I love, this is how I think it can improve, right? So that kind of thing is what I'm talking about. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for being here with me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you feel like you need a real personal reading, because this is just the general, nearly, that's why I call it nearly personal. If you want a personal reading in between these sessions, just reach out. I'll provide that for you. And we'll talk soon. Bye.